Hello, my friend. Welcome to TubeU channel. I'm Henry. Recently, I have added a new function to my 3D printer. I make it as a 2D printer that can handwriting and drawing. Today, I will use it to write a postcard for me. Stick around. Let's do it. The hardware setting is simple, as my former video explained. The software that I will use is also decided. One small problem I must fix at first. Last time, I said my 3D printer has been compromised after I played with the G-code. I have found the real problem is just some scraps in my Y-axis. It may be attracted by my rough use of printer when using bad G-code command. Now, it is gone after I cleaned the circumstance. One problem appeared. In fact, it is not a problem. When the X, Y, and Z axis at home position, the added pen used for the 2D printer is not on the back. Of course, it should be, since the added pen is outside of the printer head. Now, I want to make this pen the Y-axis home place. I add a small clip that physically stops the Y-axis at the SPD switch position. This makes my 3D printer area small. Anyway, when using the additional part, the area will be small. Now it is 200 times 160 on the X and Y axis, but the position is precisely correct as defined in the drawing software. Use it or not is up to you. I will use it for this project, writing a postcard. It is easy to remove when you're 3D printing a model. The postcard format is usually 100 times 148 mm in Japan. First, make this square in Illustrator. Take a photo of the real postcard. Scale photo to fit the square. Write a zip code and address to the proper place with the font that you favorite. Now, we change the font to one-stroke type. Change the rating font using rasterize function in the object menu. It will change the font to an image that will be used for trace. Then use image trace, make, to trace the image. We will not use the default setting that may not give us good result. Find the image trace submenu and click the advanced. In preset, use line art. View, use outline with source image. There are a lot of parameters that can be adjusted. You can adjust them until finding the best parameters. Click Expand. Now the font has been changed to vector format. Do the same process to other fonts until all finished. Now all fonts have been changed to vector format. Use the script downloaded from the link in the description. Expand and copy the script to the Adobe Illustrator folder according to the instruction. Now we can change the vector format to G-code directly. The G-code script may be tricky, but if you adjust the parameters as I used, it will work properly, I think. After it finished, we can check the output G-code file using Notepad++ and LaserWeb. It looks like this. Find the repeat part that commands the 3D printer to move and write. Sometimes they may differ. Change the head to fit your 3D printer initialize part. I have a sample G-code in the description. There are no hot end and bad heating, and no extruding of the filament. Find the replacement part with the command for moving and writing. At the end, add the ending command as well. Now it looks like this. Use the laser web to check the G-code file again. Or use the cooler, check the output G-code file. It is a little bit difficult to see, but we can definitely see the writing and the moving height. The Z-axis is not at the hot bed. It is good to protect the bed and not interfere with the normal 3D printer function. For another side of the postcard, there are fonts and a normal image. We can use the same procedures to get the output G-code file. Now first use a blank white paper to print the postcard, then paste the rear card at the correct position using tape. Finally, paint the image to get a color postcard. We have written the postcard using a 3D printer. If you have seen the video here, please do me a favor. Subscribe to my channel and click the small bell, so you will not miss an update. TBU channel is waiting for you.